wanted to make a quick video guide for you guys for Google Calendar. So here you'll see the Google Calendar video guide. By the end of this video, the goal is that you can use Google Calendar in order to organize your schedule, collaborate with coworkers and students, and be able to set up appointments. As always, you can email me with any questions you have. You can fill out the Google's Tools help form if you want to schedule a meeting, or there's a link here to the G Suite Learning Center. So if you learn better by reading through or seeing some written stuff, you can come over here to this link, and there's a whole section about Calendar that'll talk to you about getting started from scratch, how to transfer stuff over, cheat sheet, all kinds of stuff that you can use to better use Google Calendar. And I love this right here, plan and hold a meeting. It even shows you how to use everything together to be able to plan a meeting and do it in the most effective and efficient way. So that is there for you as well. So let's get started on Google Calendar. So I am in August 2018. I want to be able to show you some stuff that you can do. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to see is just kind of get an overview of this page. So down here on the left side, you have all of your calendars, all the different things. Yours might look different depending on what you've created, what classes you have, etc. You can see my American history classes are listed here, so any events that relate to those will show up. The Russell McBride calendar, these are all the events I create and kind of have on my calendar, and then there's other classes and cards down there. On the left side, you can see you kind of get the full month view there. You have the ability to kind of hide and open that calendar depending what you want to see. You have a button that'll take you to today's date. You can go back and forth here. You can search within your calendar. You can choose what kind of view you want to see. I personally prefer the week, but you can choose all kinds of different things. You can show weekends. I have mine toggled off to not show weekends just so I can see what's necessary for me. You have your settings here. You can get into settings, change some different things, and then of course your alerts, whether or not you have alerts showing up right there. So that's the general overview of Calendar. Now, creating events, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can use the plus icon down here to create an event, but what I like to do most is you can actually click where you want the event to start. So I'm going to create a third period event and have it repeat for my planning period. Okay, so my planning period starts around 11:11, so I'm going to click right here at 11. And then this is what you'll have pop up every time you begin making an event. You'll have this little menu, right? So I'm going to say third period planning. And then it's going to be an event, and it's going to start on August 23rd. And I believe third period starts at about 11 o'clock, and it goes until 1 o'clock because you have lunch in there. And then I keep it under my Russell McBride calendar. It's easier to kind of collaborate as a staff if you keep all your events under this main calendar of like what you're doing during the day, because this is the calendar people will be able to see when they'll try to schedule something with you, and I'll show you that in a second. So I have this step set up. Now I want it to repeat all year, so I'm going to click More Options down here. When you click the More Options page, it kind of takes you to this page over here where you have the ability to see all different kinds of things you can add to an event. So you have the name and the major details up here. I'm going to show you guys how to do a repeat. So I'd like mine to repeat all semester long. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to click Custom. And I want mine to repeat every week. So I have class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now I do want it to end at the end of the semester. So our semester this year, semester 1 ends on January 9th. So I'm going to click on the calendar here. I'm going to navigate over to January 9th, 2019. I'm going to hit done. And now this event will repeat every day till January 9th, 2019 on the weekdays that I set there. Now there's some other things you can do. You can add locations to your calendar event if you want to put your classroom down. You can add conferencing. So with Hangouts Meet, it's another app I'll make a video for that you guys can use if you want to do a video conference for a meeting. You can have it notify you via email or just notification on your computer. You can choose the calendar, what color you want it to be. You can add a description down here if you want information about the event, or if it's a meeting and you want everybody to have a link or access to something. You can attach Google Drive files. So if you hit that attach, you can attach things from your drive so everybody can kind of see the same document or work out a meeting notes or something like that. You can invite guests over here. All you have to do is type the person's name. So if I want to invite Jeremy Thomas, I just type Jeremy, and you'll see his name will show up there and he can invite it. I can also add rooms. If you click like here, you can reserve laptop cards, or you can reserve multi-purpose rooms, all kind of stuff you can do right there when you reserve stuff. So then I'm going to click Save and create my event. And then you see that third period planning now is repeating every week. So I have all of my classes laid out. So when other teachers are trying to collaborate or plan events with me, they can see my schedule directly in there in Google Calendar. Now there's one more thing that I want to show you guys about, and it is creating signups. So we use Signup Genius for a lot of things, but one thing that you guys can use is you can actually use Google Calendar for different slots. So let's say I want to have meetings 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Monday. So you're going to click the same way you would in an event, but you have to make sure to select appointment slots. So I'll select appointment slots, and I'm going to say technology check-in. And then you can choose how long you want your meetings to be down here with the duration. And then you can choose how the time period you want to have them between. So mine will be from 8 to 10. You can also choose single slots if you just want to have an individual slot. And I keep it under my Russell McBride calendar, but you can also put it under different calendars. Like if you're making for advisory, you can put it under the advisory calendar, etc. And then I will click Save. And now you see this little square up here. That means it's going to be an event that people will sign up for. Now, to give people a link to this, you come down here to this calendar's appointment page, you right-click it, and you hit Copy Link Address. So that way, when people click that link, they will come to a page that looks something like this. Now, it's in May right now, so I have to jump ahead to August to when I made that date. So you'll see right here, technology, people will see this and they'll be able to sign up. Now, since I clicked this, it's showing me my calendar in relation to the event, so people who click on this won't see your calendar when they're opening the event. So that's an easy way to do signups. So Google Calendar is a great tool for collaboration. One thing that I forgot to show you guys, if you come in, when you're inviting a guest to go to the event, you can actually click Find a Time over here. And if you click in there, it'll actually show you the events in the other person's calendar so you know when to schedule a meeting. And you'll see right here, it's suggesting that I plan the meeting right here so he has some availability, right? So Google does a great job with being able to help you collaborate with other teachers and collaborate with people in general, with staff, etc. So if you have any more questions at Google Classroom, again, feel free to give me an email. I'll be happy to help you guys out with Calendar. We want to make sure that everybody on staff this year is putting these events in there so we can kind of work better, collaborate better together, and make sure that everybody is on the same page. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.